Hey guys, welcome back to Matlock's Toy Room Reviews, and today I have the Ghostbusters 2 pack, which is the Toys R Us exclusive. Very cool pack, and I was really excited that some of these guys were going to make it into stores and not just be online, which I collect them online too. I buy all the online stuff, but it's always nice to see a store release. Very cool pack. At first glance, you guys probably seen these in stores, and they are a bit pricey. I think this pack was like $55 or something, and you think of that and you're like, wow, $55, that's way too much. But if you really think about it, online, individually, you buy a single figure. He probably comes with a ghost or whatever though, but it's 20 bucks plus you got to pay like $8 shipping, so you're paying about 28 for each figure. So 55 for all these guys really isn't that bad when you weigh that. Of course, comes with Ray Stantz, Peter Venkman, get another Slimer there, Winston Zedmore, and Egon Spangler. And they're all in their Ghostbusters 2 outfits, their jumpsuits, which are like a dark gray. Very cool, and they have the Ghostbusters 2 logo on them as well. On the back you get the standard kind of file, open desk file or whatever. They got the dirty desk thing going on, bunch of junk on the desk, but this one's for all of them instead of just a single character. Kind of funny, it's got that picture on there. It's very awesome. And then it's got individual things for each character. So very cool, and this of course was released by Mattel in 2010. So let's take a quick break and we'll get these guys out of the package. Alright guys, and I'm back. First off, I didn't mention the packaging that I had. There is a variant packaging. The figures are all the same, everything that comes in it. So if you guys see something that looks a little different, the Slimer is like packaged on the side instead of being in the middle. And then they're actually wearing their Christmas hats, which they do come with, and I'll show you a little closer. These come with them. They're just tucked down at the bottom of the box, but there is a variant pack where they're actually wearing them. But like I said, all the figures are the same, just if anybody notices something different, that's what's up with that. First off, you can see you get this pretty cool backdrop there. It's got the logo ghost, which is like actually like sticking out of the back. It's actually pretty cool how it looks, and it's got like a little base to it. I think it looks pretty awesome. You actually get quite a bit of stuff here. You get 4 Christmas hats, 4 Santa hats, whatever you want to say. Very cool. Very awesome. And you get another ghost trap, which is cool to add to the collection. Got to have more of these. It's got the little pedal, which doesn't move or anything. You can't push it down. It's got the cord. Actually, one unfortunate thing on this one is the handle. If you can see that, it's made of soft rubber, and mine just came kind of bent, so it's kind of bent off to the side. Not a big deal. It doesn't take much to bend these back, just being such soft rubber, but it's kind of weird that it's so soft. But you can see the doors open up on the trap, which is pretty cool. It's very awesome. Nice little detail in there. So that's very cool. And then of course you get another Slimer. I think for this pack it's essential to have a Slimer. It would have been unfortunate if they didn't have it, or if they came with some odd ghost. For being an in-store pack and having the main characters, you gotta have a Slimer. But I guess the only disappointing thing for me is I'm buying every figure off Matty Collector, so this is my 3rd Slimer. What do I need 3 Slimers for? And although one of them is actually molded a little different, he has different green plastic, and his face is different. He has a different expression. I haven't checked to see if this is like the original one though, but I think this is the same one that came with the first Egon Spangler. But haven't gone in to check and compare yet. But very cool. For those of you who haven't seen a Slimer, it comes with this really cool base. Just kind of plugs in so you can take him off. It's a cool display stand. Very like the Masters of the Universe Classics. The Orko came with this. and all the ghosts come with this. Very cool. His articulation, he has bulge on his shoulders, a single jointed elbow, and a swivel in the wrist. Same on his other arm. And just a very nice detail on him. So definitely a cool one to have. And let's go ahead and start off with Peter Venkman. And yes, we have another Peter Venkman. And of course this is in his gray outfit. It's got the very cool Ghostbusters 2 logo. Like how they added that. It's awesome. It says Venkman on his name tag. This one seems to have a nicer complexion on his skin. I don't know how well it's going to show up in light, but it seems to be a little darker as opposed to the lighter white skin that we've seen. These are basically the exact same figures that you got, just with repaints. There's really not going to be too much difference if you have the regular Ghostbusters 1 figures. They're very, very nice proton packs there. All the different hoses and everything. All the gadgets on his waist. Very cool. He has the untucked pant legs, while everybody else's is tucked into their boots. It's very cool. Of course, his proton, whatever this thing is called, the gun part of it, plugs into the proton pack on his back. Has just a little plug there. Guess I got it upside down. It was weird, I actually got it wrapped around backwards. And it's actually not that difficult, I'm just being retarded, I guess. Okay, there we go. And it just plugs in on his pack like that, so he doesn't have to hold it, which is pretty cool. It's very awesome. I'm going to go over his articulation, and it's going to be basically the same for all the other figures. So he has a really nice ball jointed head. It's got kind of this cool rocker motion. Just kind of rocks down in his neck, which looks pretty awesome, and works pretty well. You don't get a whole huge range of movement, but it's not bad. You have a ball jointed shoulder and ball jointed elbows, which is okay, but I still would prefer the cut at the upper bicep. I guess it would kind of mess with the logo. Maybe they could move it down and put a cut in there, but I would definitely like that a little more. He's got the nice hands that swivel as well as go back and forward. No torso joints on these guys, but you do get a swivel in the waist. Then you get your basic kind of Mattel staple hips, kind of the same joint as the DC Universe Classics figures, as well as the Movie Masters. Swivel in the thigh, single jointed knee, and back and forward pivot on the foot. You'll get a little bit better movement out of the other guy's feet, just because he has the pants kind of molded down around him, while they do not, so you get a little bit more movement out of them. But that's about it for articulation. Detail is very nice on him, as well as the rest of them. They all look very awesome. Then we have Egon Spangler. If we can get his name tag in there. Kind of hard to pick up on camera. Very cool. He's got his glasses, which I'm not sure if they're really removable. They're not totally glued down, but I think at the base above his ears there's probably a peg that sticks in, and that peg is probably glued in, but I'm not too sure. They're really not meant to be removed, but you can move them around. Very nice. Those cool elbow pads, all his gadgets. One thing I noticed, I guess, is I guess these do have one different thing. They don't have their gloves tucked in around their waist. On the original releases, all the figures had their gloves tucked in on their waist, except for Peter Venkman, which was actually wearing his gloves. But he's not wearing them, and he doesn't have them tucked in either. And they have this new little yellow gadget around their waist. I'm not sure what that is, but pretty sure that's new. Very cool. Got the same proton pack. It can be removed and put in his hand. Very awesome. The only problem, or the only issue I ever had with any of these is the proton packs aren't removable. I don't think it would have been that much of an issue to just make them removable, you know, so you could take them off. Just have a couple plugs in the back and pull them off. But that's just me. It's not that big of a deal that they don't come off, but you know, it would be nice if they did. Right here we have Winston Zedmore. Very cool. I'm pretty sure all the head sculpts and everything are the same, but like I said, I think the paint might be a little different on them. Very cool. They have the tucked in boots. You get a little bit better movement out of the feet on these guys. They rock back and forth a lot better. Very cool. And they're all basically the same body sculpts. I mean, Mattel does that a lot, and that's okay. That doesn't bother me. I know some people gripe about that, but for me personally, it's not that bad. I'm just really happy to have some Ghostbuster figures with this amount of detail. Very cool. Of course, we have Ray's stance here. Very nice. I really like all the hoses and everything that hang off. It's a really nice touch. And, these guys do have peg holes on their feet, just in case you guys are wanting figure stands for them or whatever. So very cool. Definitely not a must-have set if you're just wanting to collect the figures or the guys or whatever. You know, it's not their original outfits with like the tan jumpsuits, but if you're a completionist like me, you got to get it. And if you're someone who just doesn't really shop online and doesn't want to pay all that, you know, $20 plus $8 shipping and stuff, this is a great chance for you guys to get all the characters, the main characters, just, you know, in one swoop. Just go to your Toys R Us, pick them up. But you know, if you're just wanting different characters and stuff, then you know, this really isn't for you, because we've already, if you're collecting the whole line, you've already got, you know, 3 Peter Venkmans and 2 Ray Stances and 2 Egon Spanglers. You know, there's a lot of remakes of these figures. They're going to be in different outfits and just different little things. So you know, I mean, that's just how it is with the line. I'm really looking forward to some more unique characters, though. Definitely want a Louis Tully and any of the other characters they'll pump out, but I'm not sure if they're going to get the rights to their likenesses, which I hope they do. So anyways, that was the Toys R Us exclusive Christmas pack. Thanks for checking them out, guys.